Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am in Tokyo, so I thought it would be fun to go shopping for some art supplies together. I found some pretty interesting things. I didn't buy a crazy amount, just because I have so much stuff already. I was looking for one specific set of pens, but I couldn't find those unfortunately. So maybe expect a part 2 where I do find the desired pens. Yeah, for now you're gonna have to deal with everything else I found. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Just a quick note, I forgot to mention that I do test out the art supplies at the end of the video, so stick around for that, and I really hope you enjoy. My first stop was actually a bookshop. Wow! It's called Kinokuniya, and it's like a chain. And you might be wondering, why did you go to a bookshop? This is meant to be an art video. Well, this bookshop is massive, so it has an entire art section. And I really wanted a reference book so that I can improve my anatomy. As you can see, there were a lot of options to choose from, including some that weren't exactly safe for work. But I settled on this book because it had both male and female models, and the poses more relaxed, which is mostly what I draw. I also had a quick peek at the anime section, but it was a bit expensive, so I just got this one thing. Here's me lacking with the self-checkout. My next stop was Seikaido, which is a massive art store. The first floor was entirely stationery, and as you can see, there were so many different like highlighters and things. This is quite a famous pen. I think it won the stationery award. You can like see through it so that you can see what you're highlighting. I had a look at this stapler because you can use it to make books, and I thought that would be kind of cool, but it was £50. When I say they had everything, they had everything. Look at these. I don't even know what you could use these for. Why would you need such a big clip? More highlighters. Here there were like ink refills for pens, and I thought they looked really cool because there were so many different colors. The first super exciting thing I spotted here were these colored graphite refills. Growing up, all the YouTubers I used to watch would use those color erase pencils, and I could never get my hands on any of them, so now I'm obsessed with these colored refills. They had lots of paint, lots of Copic markers in every color you could possibly imagine. I haven't been drawing with markers recently, so I decided to refrain from buying any, but I really wanted to. They also had more books on anatomy and more reference books. They had an entire like wood section for like carving and painting. I thought that was crazy. They also had lots of polystyrene type things that you could make stuff out of. If I lived here, I would literally be unstoppable. I'm so jealous because all of this is quite affordable as well. Hobbycraft is insanely expensive and they don't have half this stuff. They had a little gallery of like people's drawings. I thought that was really cute. They also had all this fake fruit for, I guess, still lifes, and they even had busts that you could draw from. I went into the canvas section next. I really like the way that they stretch canvases here. It's like with little pins. Here's more stuff. These were closer to what I was looking for, which was like acrylic pens. I then went onto the top floor, which was just frames. The top 2 floors were entirely frames, so I decided to go back down. I found these little like anime drawing kits, I guess. Maybe it's to be like a mangaka. Let me know if you guys want to see that. I might get my hands on one of those. And next, I went to Daiso. Daiso is like a Japanese Poundland, and you might be wondering, why did you go here? Well, originally I went here not for the video. However, it turns out that this specific one, at least, was like 90% art supplies. As you can see, they've got these like figurines that you can make, and lots of like plushie making supplies, which I've never seen before in an art shop, or like anywhere really. So I spent a while walking around and looking at all of those. I decided to get one of these little card holders because I've seen an artist use them to put her own like handmade cards into. They also had these like display things. They had paint by Sakura, which is the company that makes all the like famous gouache paint and fine liners. They also had wood and also had a lot of like polystyrene, and all of this is like 100 yen, by the way. It's like an 100 yen store. There's a few things that are 200, but it's mostly 100. They had like fake hair as well. It's crazy. Another thing that really surprised me is that they had UV resin. I've never seen UV resin like in an in-person store, so I had to get some. I won't be able to try it for this video because I don't have my lamp, but still. They had these super cute like little clips. They basically had everything you could possibly imagine, including these alcohol markers. I was super tempted to get them, but I decided not to because I spotted these paint markers and I thought they weren't metallic, but unfortunately the set I got was metallic. I mainly got them because they were like a close-ish, like darker shade for like a skin tone. I thought I could use them maybe for like shading or something, but yeah, they turned out to be metallic. Anyways, after that I headed home. Okay, so this is everything I got. These two I got on a different day from everything else, but this is it so far. Daniel also got me this monster from like a free event. Apparently they were like giving them out, so this is like a new monster flavor, I guess. To be honest, it tastes a lot like the white one, but there you go. So the first thing I got is this Copic multi-liner in brown. I wanted to make my liner a lot more like subtle because I've seen a lot of artists doing that and I feel like it looks really nice. This is just like a really common sketch pad. I showed a bigger one in my other Japanese art supplies video and yeah, I really liked it, so I got a smaller one that I can carry around with me because I wanted to do more live drawings for like general practice. So far I haven't really done anything. I mean, these are really bad, I really don't like this. But this one's kind of cute, and I got this stamp when I went to the bookshop to get that book. It's got some texture to it, but it's quite porous, so I don't know if it's particularly good for markers, but there you have it. It was literally like £2, so I thought I might as well get it. Up I went to was the bookshop, so let's start with that. I removed the cover from it because it kept falling off. I want to crack the spine of this book because currently when you open it, it kind of like, you see, really aggressively closes. But yeah, I thought it was like good variety for different poses. I think it's called like the lazy pose book, so that's another reason why I got it, because a lot of the action poses, they don't really like align with what I typically draw. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be using this one a lot. My boyfriend got me this from that shop probably, because this was from Japan. It was in my other Japanese art haul, and yeah, so I just got some spare erasers for it. I haven't been able to remove this one, and I don't even know if these are the right size, but these are really exciting. I didn't know which color to choose, so I was super happy when I saw this. It's like mixed colors. Yeah, I'm really excited to use those. And I believe everything else I got is from Daiso. I was pleasantly surprised by Daiso. They had like so many art supplies. I've never seen that in a cheap shop like that. So all of these were, I believe, 100 yen, which is like less than £1. It's like 50p, which is crazy. I've wanted some UV resin for a while, and I was super excited that they had just like these little like sample kind of things, but you can still do quite a lot with them. Yeah, obviously I haven't opened it because I don't have a lamp here, so I don't think I'm going to keep it sealed until I get back to England. So unfortunately I can't show you guys how this looks, but I definitely will use this in future videos. I also got these acrylic markers. I thought that this one wasn't metallic, but unfortunately they're both metallic, so I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to be using them. Pretty cool. I just don't often draw with metallic pens. Maybe I'll use them for like backgrounds or like sketchbook pages. That could be nice. This is the tip they come with. I wonder if any of you guys remember, you used to like in school we'd have these like ink pens that would have this inside. I don't know if anyone else had to write with like a fountain pen in school. Okay, my phone ran out of storage. Next thing I got is this little booklet. Oh, I just realized you can like attach it to things. That's quite cool. So it's meant for like Pokemon cards or collectibles, but I saw an artist fill it with like her own cards that she made. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing with this, but I just thought it was like a really cool place to display either photos or art. Last art related thing I got was this glove. My iPad recently started glitching. I think it's just kind of old. It's going on like 6 years. So it started like doing lines all over the place, and this has actually really helped. I spent like the whole evening yesterday using it and it didn't glitch once. I think it did glitch once, but it was definitely a lot better than usual. So this was a great 50p fix to my £1,000 iPad malfunctioning. Glitter all over it from this eyeshadow, which is the last thing I got, and it's this like eyeshadow keyring. It actually came with like a little cover to put over it if you want to hang it on your bag, but I feel like it will get battered, even though it's glitter, so it won't really crack. But let me just show you what it looks like. There they are, super shiny. Okay, so onto the actual drawing. The first thing I did was try and crack the spine of this book. As you can see, now it lays a lot flatter. It's not perfect, but at least it doesn't like shot on me. Next, I picked out a reference. As you can see, there's a lot of different options. I decided on this one because this sketchbook is quite small, so I didn't want to do a full body drawing. Here I am sketching it out. I really like sketching with the blue pencil. I think it adds a lot more like whimsy to the drawing. However, it's a little bit hard to see on camera. Here's the final result of that. After that, I obviously started inking. I really like this pen, especially because you can kind of layer it because it's not black. If you go over the same space multiple times, it does go darker. And here's the final result. As you can see, I used the metallic paint pens for the background just to kind of imply that there's a room she's in. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. I will definitely be using all of these things again and again. And I might make a follow-up video using the card holder because I've already started a small drawing for that. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope to see you next time. Peace. Bye.